Today I want to go over an exercise that I like that really improves scapular thoracic, or actually thoracic to scapular synchronization. And this synchronization helps us bring our arms overhead and kind of keeps those shoulders healthy. A lot of times we'll do exercises that work more of the scapula around the rib cage, but what we also need to work is rib cage around the scapula. So when we breathe in, our ribs are going to expand out and they're going to tilt up. But they're also like our hips, so they're going to change their positions and they're not going to both necessarily tilt up all the time. It's a little bit of movement based on how you breathe. Well, your ribs connect to your scapula, so if that is off, then that can change. So sometimes the winging portions of people's scapula, you see they wing out. Sometimes we need to improve getting that rib cage back. There's an exercise I like through PRI, or Posture Restoration Institute, called All Fours Belly Lift with alternate lift off. I'm going to go through that today because what we're going to do is we're going to work on rib cage around shoulder and try and get a little bit more core activity to improve that movement, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start with squat bed position, hands under the shoulders stacked vertical, nose kind of above your fingers so you're kind of over this position. So we're going to go with all fours belly lift first because this is kind of the staple mark. You're going to breathe in through the nose and make sure your hips are about lined up, stacked under. Breathe in through your nose, as much air as you can, and when you exhale, you're going to exhale and you're going to round your back and you're going to hold that position. Then you're going to take a couple more breaths in that position, rounding your back without pushing. So we're trying to pull our ribs back to our shoulder versus doing more of a scapular to the rib cage thing, okay? And from there, once we've gotten that position, is when we're going to add the lift off. So I always recommend doing one set of all fours belly lift, 3 to 5 breaths, exhaling, tucking the rib cage down and back, holding that position, breathe in again, and that's going to restrict your breath. So it's going to first help your ribs get in a better position from more of a bilateral standpoint. Now we're going to add this lift off because we're adding rotation, which is what our upper body does, right? So not only we're working on scapular work, but we're getting some T-spine, we're getting some rib mechanics. This is why I really like this exercise. It's done well for our clients. So head above this tuck, do a double all fours belly lift, and then whatever side you lift off, I always like to keep the right hand down first, barely lift off the left, hold that there for about 5 seconds, breathe in, exhale, hold that, and then relax, and then repeat the other side. So when you're doing this, if I'm lifting off the left, I'm barely lifting it off, and now I'm focusing on the rib tucks on the right side. So for the left side, I lift. When I barely take the right off, I want to tuck this rib cage further on exhalation. I'm trying to round more and more on the side that's planted, because when that's planted, and I pull rib cage down more and more, and this is allowing me to do this, I'm getting some external rotation of the ribs here, internal rotation of the ribs here, so I'm being able to stabilize and lock in. This is why it's really good for the shoulders, because we're working core stability at the same time, okay? So a whole set would look like this. Both hands, round, tuck, hold that position. I'm going to start on the right. 2 to 3 breaths are about 5 to 10 second holds, but keep the ribs down on the right side. Set down, switch sides, breathe in. Round the left side, 5 to 10 seconds. You start to feel the abdominals there because I'm locking in. You should feel it close to your shoulder, and then you can kind of relax and take 20, 30 seconds in between, because what we're doing is when you're adding breathing and respiration to a movement, there's a lot more going on, and if you're doing it in a synchronized way, sometimes neurologically it can fatigue you because your body may not be used to stabilizing. So the all fours belly lift with alternate lift off is a great exercise to start people when we're trying to get rib cage back to scapula, right? So we can't, if the scapula can move around the rib cage, why can't the rib cage move around the scapula? So sometimes getting better rib cage positioning will help the scapula and help with overhead reach work. And we've seen that.